Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited for today's topic as it can be super helpful for all of us. In current times, many people have this being fired anxiety. I know this from the questions in my readings. Sometimes it's the boss which is not happy or the company has some cuts. There may be other circumstances with the colleagues or the project. Maybe you took too many free days and you are on some red list. Some have the luck and some are lacking the same. So remember, in one of the video we were giving this percentages related to stress, from which we get to know that around 50% of the Generation Z, they are already in that career or financial stress or debt related stress. And this anxiety can be quite intense as the financial unrest is the biggest source of stress. Knowing this, it could be very beneficial to use the astrology tools to check this in the chart. I cannot count how many times I have used the Vedic Astrology for similar related anxieties to calm myself down or get some tips how to navigate in the situation. What I want to do here is to check this dedicated placement in the individual chart and see their relationship with such events. Astrology should bring us the helping hand, as this is one of her role. We could use astrology in all four directions: Kama, Artha, Dharma and Moksha. Some are saying that we cannot use it in Moksha, in the spiritual, transcendental topics. Some are saying that this is the blocking dedication, blocking engagement in the pure spiritual pursuits, but we are not agreeing with that because the Jyotisha, Vedic astrology, is the part of Vedanga, and the role of Vedanga is to assist one in the learning and practicing what is written in the Vedas. So we will take the three rules. The one will be in the rashi chart, just to see if there is some major event related to career life is happening in that time. So we can check, oh, I am in that antardasha, in that planet working time. Can I expect some major event related to career life? Some are taking the 10th house for this, some are taking for negative events, the Dushtana or the Shani transit, and some are blaming them all on that innocent Mercury and his retrogression. And the other thing, also in the rashi chart, we will check, will that event redirect my life? So is it so intense? So we are doing some intensity analysis here. There are many points to check for this. We will anchor here our curiosity based on this direction and fortune. So we will see which point to analyze for this. And always we need the confirmation from the Varga chart. So we will also see 2 points. Most people are taking the 8th house, but we will add another point. So we will have better information how to be sure using the Dashamsa chart to predict ending of work or being fired or similar situations. So we should focus on the 10th house, right? Because the 10th house denotes the work, the profession, the career life in the chart. Most of the YouTube channels would agree to that. We could take the 10th house from many points, and this will give us additional meaning. And here, the most important would be the 10th from the moon. And at the core of this view is the notion that we are getting the job from the community, from people, from society. So for the sake of simplicity, we will just use this rule, but I would say that this is definitely the main one. It happened in the Ketu Rahu period, the Ketu major period and Rahu sub period, and we see that the Rahu is in 10th house from the moon. But this being fired period may have a different impact on the person. Let's analyze the level of seriousness. So now we will be analyzing the 9th house, and this is power of transformation. This is our fortune or the Bhagya. So if you have any planets in the 9th house, they have this power to change your fortune and redirect your life. So that happened in Ketu Rahu and also in 44, which is also the age controlled by the Rahu. And we see Rahu is in the 10th from the moon and in the 9th house. So now we have these two important things present in the chart. We could draw the 2 checks. If you like this video so far, please don't forget to click the like button. It really makes a difference. And if you are looking for growth, then this is definitely the channel where you want to be. So make sure you subscribe and make sure to turn all notification. And now let's go back to the video. So the Rahu Ketu was the period. If we see that the nodes dasha is coming, then this is like incentive to analyze the chart in a bit more detailed, because these periods will always bring some transformation phases. This is like the line of demarcation from one stage to the other, so you need to be more careful with these dashas. So this person works as an accountant. 10 from the moon, the Lord is related to the yoga, Mercury and Mars. I have just made a post on Instagram of this diagnosis of career life using the Rashi, Navamsha and Dashamsa. So you may want to read this analysis, but then the person transformed to astrology. So we will now see how this has happened. So we can see in his chart the Ascendant Lord Dispositor and Atmakaraka Dispositor, they are all in the Dushtana, especially related to also Venus in the 8th house, and together with Atmakaraka Rahu in the 9th, in the Maranakaraka. So this is also very spiritual yogas are present in the chart. So we can see that we are having a person who is spiritual in the skin of accountant. He just adjusted his skill to find the most fitting jobs using his abilities, his nature, but at the core we see that he would like to probably do or be more satisfied with something more spiritual with such a yogas in the chart. So now open the Dashamsa chart, dedicated the chart to work. Oh, Western astrologer, you cannot do it. You cannot be sure. You are swimming in the ocean of maybe. That's not the best situation. So how to do that? First, make sure that the Dashamsa is properly rectified, and then see the 3rd and 8th, and not only the houses. Especially when empty, you need to also take their lords. And for this, it would be Mercury and Mars. And Rahu here is like a paper or some material that is containing the whole essence of the planets joining the nodes. So in this case, Mercury, Rahu. So Rahu is joining these planets in the chart of work, which are responsible for you being fired or end the career life or resign, depending on the other factors, how this is present in the chart, but definitely one option will be there. So in Ketu Rahu, Ketu is also 8th Lord, right? In the Ketu Rahu, the person has been fired. Using the Dashamsa, we got this additional information, what is really going on. Because 10th from moon shows that there is some major periods going on. Rahu in 9 shows there is some misfortune, some durbhagya. For this, normally you would need the pokrach, which is the yellow sapphire. And what's exactly going on? So we have access to this information because this is all written in the environment. So now we are not only analyzing our nature and what is touching us, the event touching us, the patterns which are related to this, but also the karma, because the karma is not only in us, this is also outside the subject. So we can also read the major patterns which are happening in the environment, and the Shamsa will show the work environment. So let me know what do you think about this in the comments. If you have similar events in your life, you can also let me know if these points were activated. Definitely they will be activated. They should be activated using the also proper dasha or timing system. Okay guys, that's gonna be it from me today. A happy Easter for those in those tradition. Thanks for being here on this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe for more, and see you in the next one.